The Robert Jack VFW Post 1322 supports the National Cemetery's effort with Christmas honors every year. VFW Post 1322 has adopted Gill Cemetery and Gracelawn Cemetery as their own to take care of the veterans buried there. Gill Cemetery and Gracelawn Cemetery are huge. There's a lot of people buried there, but they're not a national cemetery, so not every grave gets a wreath. These wreaths are meant to be placed on the veterans' graves. Some of the graves are new and don't have veteran markers. If you're a family member and you know the veteran is buried here with no marker, please contact VFW Post 1322 so that we can help you get a marker. Public help is greatly appreciated to put these wreaths out. If you have a veteran family member buried at one of these cemeteries, please help us. The year 2020 was very difficult for VFW Post 1322 to raise money. The VFW Post would like to adopt more cemeteries to take care of more veterans' graves. Normally we have an advance party that goes out putting red flags out on the veterans' graves so that the teams with the wreaths will know where to put the wreaths. That event got rained out this year. So if you're a family or friend of a veteran buried at Gill Cemetery or Gracelawn Cemetery and you see these wreaths, you'll know they were placed by VFW Post 1322 of Van Buren. Hi, this is Brian Baker for HistoryDawg Productions. It's always a pleasure to film for the Robert Jack VFW Post 1322 out of Van Buren, Arkansas. This is the second year in a row that the VFW has placed wreaths on the veterans' graves here at Gill Cemetery and Gracelawn Cemetery in Van Buren. Funds were raised for these wreaths through private donations and fundraiser events. This memorial marker is placed here at Gill Cemetery to remember Robert Jack, who was killed on September 22, 1918 in World War I. VFW Post 1322 is named after Robert Jack.
For the second year in a row now, a Veterans Post in Van Buren honored fallen soldiers by laying wreaths on their graves. The Robert Jack Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 1322 laid wreaths at Gill and Gracelawn Cemeteries. The public was invited to help lay the wreaths, especially if they had a veteran family member.
We've always supported our national cemetery and helping put wreaths out at those graves, and many of us have friends that are buried there, and we just kind of got to thinking that, you know, it'd be nice to do something like that here.
Between 700 and 1,000 wreaths were laid at both cemeteries.
The group is honoring our veterans buried in Van Buren this holiday season. Robert Jack VFW Post 1322 placed wreaths on veterans' graves there in the city. They placed nearly 600 wreaths at two cemeteries, and they were originally set to do this yesterday, but the snow canceled that event. So one leader there says that this was the second year for them to do this.
We got to thinking about our veteran buddies that are out here at Gill and Gracelawn, and we thought to help remember them during Christmas time, we'd lay a wreath out at their graves or encourage family members to come help as well.
The group will head back to the cemeteries after January 1st to clean up those wreaths.
Here at Gracelawn Cemetery, it's a big project. There's a lot of graves here. The veterans are just sporadically all over the place. Again, this is what the Robert Jack VFW Post wreaths look like. That's on Sam Houston, a U.S. Navy veteran. If you're a family member and you have somebody buried here and they don't have a veteran marker, please let us know or let us help you get a veteran marker for that veteran. Veteran markers are free of charge. You just got to apply for them. I'm here at the grave of Raymond Thomas, who was a cousin to my father, Cy Baker. He was in World War II with my dad, and I have pictures of Raymond and my dad in that European theater. Raymond Thomas does not have a veteran marker here at Gracelawn Cemetery, and this is the point I'm trying to make. If you're a family member and you have a veteran buried here and they don't have a marker, please contact VFW Post 1322. Let us help you get a veteran marker because they're free of charge. My great-grandma, Mary Bird Lamb Baker, right there, her sister Beatrice is the mother to Raymond Thomas. So for Gail Brewer, his daughter, and all their descendants, we got him covered. Once again, Gracelawn Cemetery is very, very large. A lot of people buried here. For this event of putting the wreaths out on the veterans' graves, we need public help. We will put this information out every year when we lay these wreaths. And especially if you have a family member here, you're welcome to help us lay these wreaths out, and we'll give plenty of advance notice. This is our second year. Thank you for watching.